Matthews, this is Societal Narcissism. This video is sponsored by contribution from Anonymous, and Anonymous sent in a general contribution that I'm going to use for this. Somebody asked me in the comments section to do some videos on borderline males, which I've done several. Like, if you ever are seeking a topic that you want me to talk about, go into my videos and do a search through my videos and put in what you want. Like, if you just put in borderline male, there's going to be a bunch of videos that pop up on my YouTube page for this subject. And I've explained that borderline males have been screwed up by their mothers. Their mothers are usually very, very sexually aggressive to the children, around the children, to the sons, at a very, very young age. So this story popped across Twitter, and this is a perfect example of how borderline males are created. My 7-year-old son was suspended from school because I do OnlyFans. Enough is enough. So you got a 7-year-old son, and now the school finds out that you're showing your clam for money on OnlyFans. And her response is, "How dare you try to prevent me from showing my clam for money," and suspending my son from school and suspending me from coming to any events at school. No consideration whatsoever for what the effect of her behavior is going to have on her child. It's all about her and her validation, and the validation she gets from men and the money she gets from men by acting this way. As if school and childhood isn't hard enough. Now she's going to make her son some kind of outcast. Brothers, be older brothers in the school, the teachers, they're not totally going to have to make this kid live through this every day of his life. Even if she quits at this point, the internet's forever. People are going to have naked pictures of this kid's mother and her doing whatever she's doing on camera for money. Because usually more than just standing there or laying. What's it going to be like when he's 10? What's it going to be like when he's 12? What's it going to be like when he's 14, 16? Exclusive, Sarah Blake Cheek has thrown her support behind OnlyFans model Victoria Treese, who is. A mom claims her son was suspended from school after gossip spread about her OnlyFans page. Sarah Blake Cheek had to briefly homeschool her 7-year-old and described being humiliated over the choices she makes in her private life. It's not her private life. It's OnlyFans. It's not private. Once you go on OnlyFans, it's no longer your private life. She feels humiliated. How about her son? He's probably too young to realize it now. But just wait. Just wait till his friends and they're passing around pictures of his mom. The businesswoman has been outspoken about the stigma before, but is speaking out again after another mom sued school authorities for being banned for volunteering. OnlyFans babe Victoria Treese, a single parent with 2 sons, spent 5 years organizing parties principal about her day job. She was then told to quit her role, and last week she filed a lawsuit against Orange County Public Schools. And speaking to the Washington Post, Victoria said the most exciting part of being a mom was to be involved in their lives. That was all I wanted for my kids, but not enough to get a legitimate job and not embarrass your kids and embarrass yourself online for money. She is now being backed by Sarah, who herself was axed from her kids' sports matches after joining the kinky site when her saloon was shut in lockdown. Right, because these schools don't want the distraction of basically a porn model at a school event. It's a distraction. Sarah told us when Victoria's story hit, I messaged her because she found an attorney willing to take on an OnlyFans case. I had a similar situation with being banned from my kids' football organizations because I did OnlyFans. I wasn't allowed to bring them to practice, watch their games, or have any communication with the coaches. They erased me from my kids' lives and humiliated me for what I did in private by exposing that secret. It's not really a secret if it's online. They humiliated your kid. They humiliated your kid, or you humiliated your kid? Who humiliated your kid? Nobody forced you on OnlyFans. Nobody forces you to dress like this around your kid. You're not doing an OnlyFans video. I mean, dress however you want, but we can see what's going on here. This kid is screwed. My son was even suspended from school, and in trying to communicate with the principal, she refused to talk to me or give me a reason as to why he was being treated badly simply because I did OnlyFans. I am seeing Victoria fight this and bring more attention to the issue of canceling a mother for providing for her family simply because someone is insecure or wants to label it bad or negative. It's unjust and awful. It is bad and it is negative, mostly to your child. Maybe women don't want their husbands, their other sons around this chaos, but they don't care. This is how the borderline mother creates borderline sons. Because it's all about her and her happiness and her money. I don't care about it. She don't care. She don't care what this does to her son. She isn't thinking a couple of 7 years down the road when her son is 17 and all this content is still floating around on her. What the right thing would have done would have been, once it was discovered, her privacy was discovered at that point, would have been to delete the OnlyFans account the best you can. Okay, get everything off the internet the best you can and move to another school district where nobody knows you. But nope, she wants to put it right in everybody's face. And who's going to bear the brunt of all that nonsense? It's going to be the son. The son who's learning all his socialization behaviors from her. This is how borderline males are created. This kid is going to have problems probably with his own sexuality, because sexuality has been pushed in his face since he was been about 4 years old. His mother's. And at some point, it's going to become real uncomfortable for him, if it isn't already. I'd be surprised if it isn't already. A celebrity can film sex scenes or be topless in a movie and be praised for a weird baby name they give their children. This is no different than than the fact we are giving our kids normal suburban lives. What's the condition of celebrities' kids nowadays? The majority of them. The majority of them are screwed up. They're screwed up for the same reasons you're going to screw up your kid. Because all that attention and all that negativity is bad on a child. And most actors and most OnlyFans, they're sociopathic, narcissist borderlines anyway, who are going to go ahead and screw up their kids by nature, by design, because they only really care about their own happiness, their own validation, and the attention they get. Be damn their kids. And if their kids are going to suffer repercussions of it, they're going to make a stink about it, not to help their kids, to bring attention to themselves. Mom of four Sarah added, having your rights as a mother, a good one at that, taken by someone else for providing, is unimaginably the worst feeling in the world. You're not a good mother. See, they're not good mothers. This is what this is about. This is society telling them you're bad mothers, and them trying to say, no, I'm a good mother. No, you're not. No, you're not. It's bad enough to do it, but once you do it and get caught and then double down on it, no, you're trash. You're trash. Four kids. Looks like she's got daughters too. These kids are all going to end up sexually promiscuous. All of them. And it looks like she's hiding something on her lip here. Wonder what that might be. Wonder what's going on here. In a Playboy shirt. She's wearing a Playboy shirt out with her kids. Obviously, it's a kid's. Looks like it's at an amusement park. This is a teacup. So they're on the teacups at an amusement park with her four kids. She's wearing a freaking Playboy t-shirt. Gee, I can't understand why the school doesn't want you around. Doesn't want you influencing any other young children. Because these are the type of shitty decisions you make. You put yourself in front of the needs of your children. I hope Victoria gets justice for us all. Sarah, 31, lives in $1 million ranch in Florida with her husband, Matt, and children Chandler, Camden, Corey, and Carson. $1 million ranch, and she's got to do OnlyFans. Despite being shunned in her community, she went on to grace the cover of Playboy and has appeared on ESPN to give her takes on her favorite sport, American football. Asked how the situation unfolded with her son, she said, they never gave a reason or responded to us. They gave you a reason. It's your OnlyFans. What are you talking about? They just graduated him out. We homeschooled to make up for the time missed and how he is enrolled. And now he's enrolled in the public school by our house and making honor roll. I also want to note, so it was probably a private school that kicked them out. It wasn't a public school. I don't think a public school could kick you out for that. They can't. It's a public school. Private school can. So not only does she want to do OnlyFans, she wants to send her kids to a private school and then tell the private school what their standards should be. I also want to note I never fought the suspension. I just want to talk to the principal and hold her accountable for not being able to do her job without bias, solely based on what a kid deserves without involving his parent. She don't want to talk to an OnlyFans. What is she going to talk to you about? She's going to tell you to put your clam away. Put your clam away. We don't want to be associated with this. She now runs her own management company where she supports other OnlyFans creators. So she just creates more and more and more of these monstrosities. More and more screwed up children of these selfish, borderline, narcissistic, sociopathic women. But she's a victim. She said she recently helped Victoria, 31, get on the cover of FHM in America, and she hopes the mom comes out of her current legal battle stronger. FHM is even a thing anymore? Magazines are even a thing anymore? When all this happened to me, I turned my heartache into drive, Sarah said. And being able to help Victoria do the same and watch her thrive is the best revenge. On who? Who are you getting revenge on? The only person you're getting revenge on is your children. Because you're still making money. It seems like you're making more money. The only one who's suffering in all this is your children. And you don't care. They don't care because they want their validation. Throwing sex and sexuality and this stuff in front of children, especially young boys, is so damaging and so detrimental, and it screws them up for life. It screws up their ability to have normal sexual relationships. It has just relationships in general. It's going to screw up the relationship with her mother, with his mother, with other women, because all he's going to try to find is a carbon copy of this. If he just doesn't come out as gay, or end up like most borderline men do on the down low, doing what they do in the closet. Mothers like this is what creates borderline men. So, thank you, Anonymous, for the contribution. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, something you'd like me to expose, you'd like to set up a Skype phone call, have a private video made, you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or just make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it supported, growing, and successful, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you. Without you guys, all of this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do with either the Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, and email links in the description box below. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been Societal Narcissism. Take care.